Alright, welcome back to my beginner's guide series. Today we're playing Symmetra. Symmetra is a character that is another kind of specialist type character. Um, she has a beam as her main attack. It's a little bit longer range than other beams, I believe. Just a little bit. It's about the same. The difference between these beams, though, is that hers charges up on its own. Okay? So if I just let it sit, there's this little dial on the right hand side on the back of her gun. It will charge up. And when it's fully charged, it's doing 180 damage per second. First level charge is only doing 60. So 60. It goes 60, 120, 180. Her right click is she charges up these orbs. And when they're fully charged, they do 120 damage. If you just tap it, doesn't do very much damage. But they don't travel super fast, so sometimes you can hit someone with a few of them on their way. Through like a choke point. Speaking of choke points, Symmetra is really good at defending choke points. She can use these turrets. Anybody who walks through here is going to get blasted by all three of them. I believe they have like a 10-meter range, so it's pretty decent. Not decent, decent. But anyway, they slow them. Anybody who's underneath these turrets. And they do each of them 40 damage per second. So 120 damage per second total. Pretty good. So if you combine her turrets with her base damage, she can do up to 300 damage per second. It's just not realistic to always have that damage available though. And then what else? Since she's a beam character, characters like D.Va can't block her beam, but they can block her right click. They also can't block those beams either because they are considered beams. And then she has her teleporter. So she can place her teleporter. It'll be right in front of her, as well as wherever you decide to put it. And if you hit F, you'll teleport up here. Or wherever you want to put it. And you can freely teleport back and forth. It has a second cooldown, not even. If you hold F, it'll just keep teleporting you back and forth. Very good ability. Just difficult to utilize because it is dependent on your team's communication. And then finally, her ultimate ability. Also, I forgot to mention this. There's nobody who has barriers, but her left click will recharge. It will regain ammo if there is a barrier. So if you have a Reinhardt in front of you, you can just sit here and blast it all day long. You won't run out of ammo, to my knowledge. And it will charge up as well on barriers, which is kind of interesting. But anyway, this is her ultimate ability. It's a map-wide shield. It's a huge area of effect. If you hit Q again, you can change the direction. So, pretty good. It has 4,000 life. I'll just set it right here. And it goes across the entire map. 4,000 life. Lasts for 12 seconds. And, yeah. It's a very annoying ability to go against. So, yeah. And then the other thing with your teleporter is that you can get places that your enemies will never really expect you to be, including your entire team, because anybody can use this. You could have a Reinhardt be up here and then charge down, or whatever, but you get what I mean. Or a Roadhog. I believe you can also send your turrets through the sentry, which is a common way to use the sentry as like an offensive tool, is you create a teleporter behind the enemy team, and then you throw your 3 turrets behind them. Very annoying, but also pretty good. If you tap the E button while your teleporters are still active, it will be destroyed and go on cooldown. So yeah. And I think another thing you can do, I'm not 100% sure, but let's say I want to put a teleporter like right here. If I just throw it through, it will actually travel through in whatever direction you're looking. It can be a little bit confusing, but it's a very good ability. So like, let's say this is the direction I originally placed the teleporter, so if I did this, it will send it that way, through this teleporter. If I wanted to send one over there without being in danger, there you go. Pretty cool. Not a lot of people know about that. And I don't know if this is true, but you can send your bullets through it. I think. Is that true? I guess not. Certain abilities work with it. So like Reinhardt Charge, Diva Bomb, which is really annoying and very, very good. And I think that's pretty much it. She's a very interesting character. If I do that, it'll send it through here again. So yeah, she's a lot of fun to mess around with. She's actually kind of tanky. She has 225 health, and I believe that's what, 125 of it is shields. Not bad. She has a really small hitbox, but anyway, I got a little bit too involved. I'm trying to think of what else. She's good against Genji because he can't block or deflect her turrets or her left click. She's good against Sombra. Pretty good against Tracer. Good against characters that can't deal with her turrets quickly, so like McCree has to shoot each one individually. Soldier's okay at it. Her turrets each have 30 health. What else? I think that's pretty much it. She works well with a team that can utilize her teleporter. Basically, any team is good with Symmetra if they're good at communicating, is my point. I would say the only ones that really don't benefit are like Wrecking Ball, because he doesn't need mobility. Winston. Diva can benefit from it because of the teleporter bomb combo. Reinhardt or Risa. Sigma, characters that don't have the ability to get up onto high ground easily. Soldier 76, McCree, Widowmaker. Widowmaker not really because she has her hook or whatever that's called. But yeah, even Roadhog is kind of interesting because you can put him up on a spot where he can get easy hooks. So yeah, that's Symmetra. She is a character that is a little bit more difficult to do well with, I think, but she's a lot of fun to play. And just like any other character in Overwatch, if you want to get good with any character, you have to play them a lot and understand the game that you're playing. And as you play those characters and you figure out what their strengths and weaknesses are, you will become a better player. So, I think that's it for this video. If you like this video, please like my video. If you want to see more content like this, please subscribe. And if you have any suggestions, please put them in the comments below. And I'll see you in the next video.